Hey everyone, I'm Pastor Drew, and this is my Friday message. This week as we gather, it's the third week of Advent. We're nearing Christmas, and as we're gathering, we are looking at the coming of Christ and what that means for us. And so what we do is we step not only into the anticipation of Christ coming, but we also look back to the origins of why did Christ come. And if you think of this time of year, a lot of what we anticipate is gathering, isn't it? We gather as friends and family, we gather as a church, as a community, to celebrate the good things that God has given to us, especially this time of year at Christmas. And if we look at the origins of the story of the Scriptures, in the beginning when God had created all things good, they were gathered together and they were harmonious. But when Adam and Eve rebelled, when they sinned, when they fell, no longer could they be gathered together with the holy and righteous God, but instead they were scattered from His presence. But God wasn't satisfied with that. And so that's where our story leads us, is that God says in His Word, in His promises, even to Adam and Eve in the very beginning as they were scattered and pushed away from the harmonious relationship with God, that He would one day gather them together and gather their children and people from all over the world through His Son, who He would send. We see that in Genesis in the first promises. We see that in the words of Abraham and the words that God spoke to Abraham in Genesis 15 and Genesis 12. We hear it in Isaiah's prophecies and the prophecies of Micah, and we see it in the incarnation of Jesus and in the prophecy that His mother speaks even when He's in the womb. And so as we gather together this Sunday, we remember that God had His heart and His mind and His eyes set on us who were scattered from Him. And He gathers us together through His perfect word. And that's what Christmas is about, is remembering that Jesus Himself has come to gather people from every tongue and tribe and nation, that they might return to the truth of what it means to be creature with Creator, human with God. So come with us and ride on this journey with us. See and experience the good news of God gathering His people, including you and me. I hope you can join us this Sunday. We gather at 8 o'clock for our traditional worship, at 9:15 for our growth hour for people of all ages, and at 10:30 for our contemporary worship. If you can't join us in person, you can gather together with us online. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and may God bless you as you gather together with your people and are gathered together in His Word. Have a great weekend, everyone.